the Wenatchee Valley Tech Center. This is Kitus Cooks once again. What a lovely day. It's going to be in the high 50s today, believe it or not. Spring is coming. We love it. So today we are making banana pudding, Southern style banana pudding. This is so good. This takes me back to working for Furr's Cafeterias right out of college. That was actually the name of the company I worked for, Furr's Cafeterias, spelled F-U-R-R-S, Furr's Cafeterias. Believe it or not, that was a man's name, Randolph Furrs. Okay, let's get started. I don't even know if it's still around. It was big back then. So let's get started. Let's make the pudding. We'll make the pudding first, and then the vanilla wafers. Manila, I was thinking of. I was stuck on the one. Who was the woman that had all the shoes years ago? Darn it, I forget already. What's her name?
Imelda Marcos.
Yeah, Imelda Marcos. All the shoes. Thousands and thousands of pairs of shoes in Manila. But we're doing vanilla wafers. So it's a banana pudding, vanilla wafers, and then we're going to do on top of it, we're going to do a meringue. Whew. And I was waiting on Eric to get ready, so I had time to measure everything out. So it worked out perfect today. So let's get started with our with our banana pudding. So we're going to get our sugar. We have a half cup of sugar. We're going to put all this in a bowl. Half cup of sugar. I got a quarter cup of flour in that bowl. I'll get a little bit of salt, so about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. So I'm just going to squeeze in a little salt I grabbed a salt block and squeeze it in there. I'm going to stir that up, get everything mixed well. And then what we're going to do is we have some milk. And I'm going to about 3/4 of this milk I'm going to pour into a pan over here, a pot, and let it start warming up. And with this other milk, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of this to this mixture right here, just like that. And then we're going to also take some eggs. And that's the flour and the eggs are what thickens this wonderful pudding. And so I have 4 egg yolks. One, I'll prove it to you. There goes one into our flour and milk mixture and sugar. And we're putting it all in there. So why we're doing this, are you asking? Why are you doing this, Chef? Well, what we do is we get the sugar, we get the egg yolks all together in there, and then we're heating up the milk. And what we're going to do is we call tempering the milk into the hot milk will go into here. We'll pour it in slowly when the milk's hot, and what that will do, that will start it will start cooking it. But if we won't pour it in really quick, because if we pour it really quick, what happens is those eggs cook. So you get little blotches of eggs, and we don't want blotches of eggs. We want pure, beautiful, unadulterated egg yolk, and just staring right back at us. Okay, and it won't take us long. The milk is already almost. Whoa, that was caliente. Good. So, and little trick here, if you have a towel, especially a wet towel, this one's dry, but it's going to work. If you're working by yourself, you put that towel down there. If you're lucky to, like myself, and you have a big belly, you can use your belly to hold that bowl into place. It's everything. It's kind of kismet. Everything comes together. That belly comes in handy. 6-pack abs, they're so yesterday. Having a belly that hangs out that you can use to balance against things, it's perfect. All right, I just use that as an excuse to not work out. Okay, so see how I'm slowly adding that. And what's happening is the mixture actually is already starting to thicken a bit. And also what's happening is my arm's getting tired from lifting this heavy pot. And we're probably good enough that there's still a little milk in the bottom, but what I'll just do now is transfer this back in so that the eggs have been tempered. They're not going to get like a, what did I call it? They're not going to get any blotchiness to them because they've been perfectly tempered by this professional chef. Okay, so I've got it on the stove. I've got it on about a medium heat. I like. So what's going to happen? It's going to thicken up. It's going to get all nice and ready And then what we'll do is once it's ready, it's going to be nice and thick. We usually let it cool a bit, but here we are in class, so we're going to just go ahead. We're going to plow ahead with what we do. All right, thicken. Yeah, there we go. You can see it with that camera angle you got there. It just slowly thickens up. You don't want to heat it up too fast. It's just going to be, it's going to, I don't know why. I really don't know why. I said something I didn't have an answer for. Okay, bananas. Nice firm bananas. You don't want to use squishy bananas. Squishy bananas usually have some discoloration. And as I pull these bananas out, you see a little discoloration, which we can cut off. We're going to use 3 bananas for this. Oh, do you know I saw somewhere once that you can buy bananas already peeled? Isn't that crazy? What a convenience, right? You don't have to waste your time peeling a banana. It's already done. I can't believe somebody came up with that concept. Okay, I'm coming. Oh yeah, there we go. Make sure you keep stirring it, which I wasn't doing, because what happens is on the bottom of the pan, the milk and the flour and everything will start kind of grouping down on the bottom. It'll be sticking to the bottom of the pan, and you'll get like clumps in there, and we don't want clumps. We don't want no clumps here. Okay, so I'll do a little more, what do we call it, multitasking. I'm going to cut these bananas very quick. You notice I cut out all the little black pieces. I'm going to throw them over there. You could actually save those and put them in a banana bread if you wanted to. I don't want to today. I don't feel like making no banana bread today because I'm going to be eating banana pudding. Okay, so next thing I'll do is we have some vanilla wafers. Well, look, it says Nilla. No wonder I thought it was Manila. It threw me off. Okay, and we're going to make some of these in class today too, later on. We're going to actually make the wafers because I found out that Safeway makes all their money on the price of vanilla wafers. Oh, boy, do they. I was gouged this morning. So we're just going to make them here, and my apologies to Safeway. Okay, that's almost ready. So I've got a nice layer of vanilla wafers on the bottom. We're going to do some banana next, just a nice little sprinkle like that. While that's going on, we're getting close. I have my 4 egg whites, which I'm going to put in and start getting them to where we're going to make a meringue. Just start it. So those are room temperature egg whites. All right, let's take a look at that. That's a nice looking pudding, right? But the pudding's not done yet. There's more. You say there's more? Yes, there's more, Chef. We're going to add some butter to that. So we're going to add about a tablespoon of butter, cold butter, put it in there. It gives it a nice silkiness. And then we'll add about a teaspoon of vanilla. And I got a nice new vanilla container this morning, so I don't have to pour it out of a gallon jug. All right, so now our pudding is about ready. So usually what we'll do, we'd let it cool off a bit before we did this next step, but I'm living on the edge. I'm a regular Evel Knievel. I'm a daredevil. I'm going to do it this way. We're going to pour some warm pudding right on top of our bananas and our Nilla vanilla wafers. We do one layer like that, then we're going to come back in. Nice work, Chef. Oh, I should probably even taste that, right? Well, look who's here. Look who just wandered in. Yeah, he always likes to come and get in on the camera. He doesn't like to do any of the work, but he likes to show up on camera. Just like me. Okay, get those going. Good to see. Okay, and then we're going to do another layer of banana and manila wafers. Oh, this is so, that pudding is so darn good. Okay, let's throw in some of these. You don't have to go crazy on these vanilla wafers. Don't be a fool. Okay, so what we're doing with the egg whites, while we're doing this, we're whipping them frothy, nice and frothy, and we're going to be able to make, there it is. We're going to be able to make some meringue out of it. So meringue is made out of white egg whites. We're going to add a little bit of cream of tartar to help with the whiteness. And then we're going to also add some sugar for a nice sweet finish. All right, so here we go. And I always like to do this in a bowl that you can see through, because usually you can see the layers, but you can't really. But usually there's a layer of banana, a layer of vanilla wafer, and then a layer of pudding. But today we don't get that. It's crazy. I look around the classroom, everybody's wearing masks, and some of them look like terrorists to me. I thought my brother Al-Qaeda had just broken in and wearing his crazy mask, his crazy mask. Okay, that was just banter. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of, this is loud. We have cream of tartar, about a half a teaspoon. I'm going to actually measure. Look at those egg whites. They're starting to, oh yeah, we're almost there. So we'll just toss this in. And we want to get kind of, what do we call them? We call them peaks. So we want to make sure that that's going to, those kind of peak up when we, yep, see those peaks? Can you get that with that camera? See how they kind of peak? That's what we're exactly looking for. So I did it right. Phew! Next thing we're going to do is add our sugar. So we had 4 egg whites, about a half teaspoon of cream of tartar, and the last thing is we're going to pour in our sugar, and that's going to give us our nice, that's going to help the egg whites form and stay in their positions, and it's going to be really cool what happens next. So in the recipe it says when you do this, you're going to put the egg whites on top of this, and then we will bake it in the oven. We're not going to bake it. We don't need no stinking bacon here. What we're going to do is we're just going to burn it with our torch. Fire, fire, fire. All right, that's cool. We're almost there. Nice. Nice work, chef. So we have we've landed. Okay, look at that. A really nice looking meringue. I'm going to taste it because meringue is so tasty. And if you have leftover meringue, make little meringue dots, and you don't bake them. You put them in the dehydrator and let them dehydrate overnight, and then you have those really good cookies that you get at Trader Joe's. Those what are they called? Those meringue cookies that my daughters are crazy for. And so if you have extra meringue, do that. All right, so see what I'm doing. Get a nice spread over the top. And then, remember we got these to our peaks, so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to use our expertise and also our spatula, and we're going to give peaks to this. So it just gives it a really nice, it's almost like you're out in the ocean, lost in the ocean. Your boat's lost, you're about to get on your life raft, and you're looking at the waves thinking, I'm never going to survive this. Well, just remember, if Gilligan could survive, if Gilligan could survive a shipwreck, you can survive a shipwreck. Okay, so this is a little propane torch, and what do? We're just going to give it some color now. Looky there. All right. What about that? And if you go long enough, you'll catch on fire, just like your marshmallows do when you're at a campfire making s'mores. And I found out the other day I built a fire pit last year, and my daughters love their marshmallows like burnt. It's really crazy. They like burn them, and then I thought they were going to just pull it off, and on the inside was going to be like the creaminess. No, they actually eat the outside too. So, oh, look at that. That was perfect timing because I ran out of propane. That is magical. Okay, so now look, our banana pudding's done. You can give it a spin if you want. Really no reason on earth why you would have to. I just did that because I felt like doing it. And then you're going to serve it. And that makes a nice presentation when you put it on the table and everybody says, oh, what is it? And you'll say banana, Southern style banana pudding. So we didn't have to sharpen our knives for that. Oh, well, we did use knife today. But get in the kitchen, sharpen your knives. Make sure you wipe down the counters too. Keep them, the letters coming, the emails, the text. The text today was, Chef, I'm going to be late to class. I said, okay, as long as you show up, you'll be in attendance. And keep on cooking, because that's what I like to do. I love to cook. I love to follow recipes. I love not to follow recipes, but I love it when things turn out like that, and I get to eat them in front of you. Right? We're done?
Going for a close-up, Rain.
Quick, close-up. Oh, I thought of me. We don't want to. I thought you wanted a close-up of me. What about me? Okay, that's it for the day. Thank you, everybody. We will see you on the flip side.